What's up, boys? We're back with some more Soulstone Survivors 1.0 release, and today we're going to be playing RATMAN. So the Necromancer's poison weapon gives you plague rats, which apply poison and then weakness to amplify all damage over time stuff. And then also we can go for the Putrid Hounds, which are another nature summon that actually scale up based on the number of poisons on the enemy. So I think that'll be a cool little combo there. For the runes, we've got a ton of debuff stuff. We've got Synergetic for debuff synergies. We've got 100% faster negative damage over time. We've got 50% of movement speed added to crit damage just because it's fun and it's my new favorite rune. Then we've got a 20% chance for all of our skills to apply one of the negative damaging over time effects, and that'll pair nicely with those two. So let's jump on into the Titan Hunt, since I think I enjoy that mode the most. Even though I think the Lords of the Void in here are bugged and have like an...
The portal won't open itself.
I think they have like an extra 1 or 2 zeros added to some of their stats because they're just completely immortal in some situations. But you also get some cool Titan upgrades based on which Titan you hunt down. And Aranak, the Broodmother, has some poison and movement speed based stuff, so I like going there early on, especially on a poison build. But yeah, I think you should just avoid the purple Void Lords under any situation ever. They are probably about 100 times as tanky as the Titans. We'll grab some blue area there.
The gods answered.
Ooh, what's that guy do? So 6 body parts gets us an Abomination, which gives us some minor bonuses. Oh, we can have up to 8 of them, okay. So if we have 8 of them, that's actually a huge stat boost, but just 1 will be a bit of extra summon damage. And then, I don't think we care about any of these. We'll just grab some poison-based stuff for now and replace it later on.
Dominion in my hands.
And we can probably turn down the voice lines a little bit. Audio... kind of loud compared to the other stuff. Ooh, all attacks apply poison? Yup.
Your fate.
Burn, that's fine to have 1 copy of that and then ban that later on just for some synergy stuff. And then we can grab Poison Puddle for some more poison-based stuff. And I might replace that one later on. So Burn applies slow. We do want a copy of that, and then we'll probably ban that later on, I think. So yeah, I think you avoid the purple Void Lords under all circumstances, because they are close to 100 times as strong as a Titan boss. And then I think if you can help it at all, you try to avoid the blue Void Lords at all costs as well. They're probably like 10 times as strong as the Titans currently. I don't really know why the mini bosses are that much stronger than like the end of the stage bosses. Like I said, I think it's probably bugged, but I do want Arcane Power here to give us lots of multicast throughout the run. And then we have a copy of this, so I think we can go ahead and ban that, since that'll just improve the slowing effect. We just want it to like actually apply some of the slow. And I think with our crazy attack speed later on, we'll be fine with just 1 copy of that. Cast speeds.
A dark gift for the Reaper.
Chaos Golem, I think we do want to keep those. Those have the Disarray buff that increases your damage randomly, and then they can also taunt enemies, which sounds kind of interesting. There aren't many summons who have that, but they should be able to soak a bunch of damage for us as well. Critical strikes apply poison and poison into doom. Let's see, I'm not running the legendary thing this time because I'm so tied up on the runes, so I guess we can lock one of those and grab the other one. Those should be pretty good, I think.
I can feel it.
Disarray would be nice, but we can grab that at a later point. And the golems are already applying a bit of that. We don't care about any of these, so we'll just pass for now. Area of Summon, that's decent. Doom might actually end up being pretty good as well. Poison and Doom have seemed to be the 2 strongest damage over time status effects from what I've seen. We can grab that to have a copy of it. or we can get some movement speed to start scaling that up, and that's fun. Damage. I could probably ban block power actually. Poison is poison and weakness, so I think I do want this in the end game. We'll put that over here on poison bolts. And then I would still like to get Putrid Hounds and then Bloodlust. I think for the final two abilities here, that's a blue Void Lord. Do not do that under any circumstances, especially this early into a run. They are basically immortal, and they'll just eventually cover the entire arena in damage over time effects, and you'll just take unavoidable damage over and over. So we can ban that. And then I guess we can probably ban that as well. Then take a blue AoE. So we have a copy of that, and we just really wanted the burn application. I'm not super concerned about the damage. Damage of Abominations. How much have they been doing so far? A lot, apparently. I guess that might not be bad at blue then. I do wish there was a way to like increase the pickup radius of some of the class ascension things. I don't think pickup radius from the XP thing works on them, but you just have to get so close to them right now. Nope. Damage of all nature, that should be pretty good. Don't think we have to ban any of those. Poison into Doom, I think that's okay when there's nothing amazing here. Green area. I'm probably just gonna grab the poison damage here. That should be one of our best in slot, I think.
Precisely what I need.
Putrid Hound, so we'll have to replace, I guess, Putrefy. I did a run with a ton of summons early on when I was grinding out some of the skill tree, and although it sounds cool, it was actually one of my lowest damaging skills even for a poison-based build. Movements, yep. Disarray, green poison, those are both nice. This will work on a little bit more stuff, I think.
A whisper of strength.
I would rather have poison than just one skill upgrade at a low rarity.
Another fragment. Another inch of fate.
Multicast of Nature, that's pretty solid. They could really just tack on like some body part pickup range onto one of the other Abomination upgrades, like the damage for them or the drop chance or something, and that would honestly just fit nicely and feel good. Ooh, Bloodlust, so we'll have to replace one of the poison things. This one does Debilitated, this one does Weakness. I kind of want to do that just because it'll amplify all of our other negative effects. So we'll do Bloodlust over there, I suppose. And then I think that's all of the skills I wanted here. 2 cool poison summons, 2 nice buffs, Chaos Golem. Let's take the blue here, I think.
Even bones grow stronger.
Then we'll take the green global upgrades. Then we can skip those now. I don't think we really need that. That's the best global upgrade here. Potency is fun on that though, to give more movement and cast speeds. area of summon, that's fine.
So does their doom. The Titan's final breath. I'll take it now.
Yeah, he's kind of just wailing on our golems. Okay, that makes it a lot easier. So, I like the potency on Bloodlust here, I think.
Through the great void we endure.
Doom or Disarray. So Disoriented is crit damage. And we'll have some of that from that and the global upgrade. I think that should be pretty solid for everything we do. Although actually, I think that is additive with the player's stats. So if we get a lot of movement speed, it might not actually do that much, now that I think about it.
Secrets. I shall learn them.
That's a Lord of the Void. We'll try and avoid that if I can. I think my single target's actually high enough I can take it, but it just always feels like a huge risk every time. Physical damage. And that'll buff up our Bloodlust as well, up to 44 and 88. Don't think it works on that, that's arcane only.
It's inside me. Another
Damage of Chaos, that's decent.
fragment.
Doom is okay, we'll probably toss some rerolls there, I have plenty of them. That's probably better, one of those two, I think.
Another inch of fate.
I'm gonna ban Leviathan since I don't want to lower my movement. Doom into Burn. We can get that to have a copy of it and then ban it later on. Maximum Golem, sure.
Bones grow strong.
I'm okay with some blue survivability just to help prevent one-shots later on. Poison into Doom, I think that's fine. Critical Burn, we don't have a copy of that yet. Potency for more multicast.
Bone by bone.
And then we can go Disarray to buff everything up here.
Titan's door will open.
Out of these, we need a copy of that just to have some extra bleed application. Legendary area for a bunch of stuff, yup. Oh, we can actually ban the bleed application, so poison deals a portion of the damage instantly. Sounds cool.
Taste of true might.
Cast frequency. I don't think that's going to be super useful later on. It kind of helps out a little bit now. But if we can just stack some of this and get it up naturally, I think that's a lot better. That's a blue one. I think green should be okay. My single target's really high. Especially if we focus on collecting all the body parts for the abominations. Doom into Burn. We could ban that. I don't have that many left though, and there's probably some lower rarity stuff we can get rid of first.
A gift from the beyond.
We can definitely get rid of that. I don't care about burn damage, we just wanted it for the synergy with other stuff.
The path approaches.
Poison damage is great.
Does their doom.
Ooh, Bloodlust potency, my favorite. Some Disarray, get a copy of the slow on hit. Probably movement speed here. Multicast of Nature, blue crits. We don't really need any more of that, I think. We don't have any XP yet, actually. Duration, not really amazing. Probably just grab some more movements here.
A dark gift for the Reaper. The lock is breaking.
Poison
I can
damage.
feel it.
Blue area. Ooh, chaos damage. I guess Screen Lords is fine. Especially if we can have all of our summons like right on top of one of them right as they spawn. We can probably nuke that one down pretty quickly. Then that'll save us a bit of hassle as they start spamming out all their AoE effects. Poison.
Another piece. So
Poison upgrade is better than just one skill. Purple cast. We have a copy of that, so that's not really necessary now. Movements. Multicast.
treasure like this never comes without teeth.
So I think I'm probably going to avoid that just in case. We'll grab the treasure here though. As I've been testing a few Titan runs, like 90% of my runs end because of a basically unfightable Lords of the Void fights. And sometimes it's just like, they're so tanky I just don't really even feel like doing like a 20-30 minute mini objective. I got stuck on the tree there and jinxed myself. Awesome. Toss a reroll. Another one. Probably just gonna take the disarray there for more damage. Area of Abominations. That doesn't sound that useful. Toss a reroll there. I'll grab a bit more XP. Don't really have much of that.
Another fragment. Another inch of fate. The Titan's final breath. Ah, I'll take it now. No more Titan.
The Chaos
Just
Golems are
blood
kinda
and
nuts with the
rage.
taunts though. Attack supply shattered, that's extremely good. That's armor reduction that keeps stacking. So yeah, I think we will grab that. And then I think we'll focus the Broodmother every other one, just to get all the cool poison stuff.
Dark, damp, and full of misery. I think I love this place.
That's not great. Poison damage.
Bone by bone.
Quantity of putrid hounds.
Titan's door will open.
I guess that's okay. Blue disarray.
Even bones grow stronger. Another piece.
We don't need any more of that. I'm gonna toss a reroll there. Poison's good. Legendary damage, absolutely.
Titan blood.
Critical slow. We don't have a copy of that yet, so I'll grab that. poison. Don't accidentally do that one. Oh god, they're both Lords of the Void. Disarray.
Precisely what I needed. The lock is breaking.
Area of summon, yeah, that's decent. Bloodlust potency, poison, putrid hounds. We can get that out of the pool. I don't think it's super necessary. That's pretty solid for a green. Bit more XP.
I can feel it.
Reroll, poison.
Dominion in my hands.
I can actually double the objectives a little bit by standing in that overlapping circle.
The path approaches. So
Poison.
was their doom.
Lead into poison. Okay, that's pretty good. Lead into poison. Yup. Chaos improves the non-chaos stuff. So 24% damage for all four of those. That's pretty solid. Reroll. Green disarray. Bit more movements.
Bone by bone, the Titan's door will open.
Poison damage. Reroll. I think that's better than that, actually.
Another fragment.
That's very good. So improves non-chaos, that's pretty good. That's fine.
Another
Movements.
inch of fate. This one guards the blood. Let's bleed it dry. Titan slain. Blood secure.
Critical strike gives movement speed, that sounds fun.
On to the next hunt. Come closer, little ones. Your purpose awaits.
Reroll, purple multicast.
Another fragment.
Reroll. That might be decent, I'm not sure. I'll try a little bit. Poison damage. Reroll.
Another inch
Damage.
of faith.
Recast speeds. Poison damage.
Another piece.
I guess.
Soon the Titan blood.
No, burn won't do a ton here. I think we probably take the nature damage. Actually, do need to be using my locks and rerolls more. I'm just so used to running the potency for multicast. The legendary every 25 levels where I always save them for that.
So comes their doom.
This is the first time in a long while I haven't done that slow into disarray. That's a lord, but... Oh wait, no, it's the presence actually. That's fine. No on burn.
Oh, intoxicating. The lock is breaking. I can feel it.
Oh, I thought the summons would apply the haste thing, but it looks like they don't actually do that. So we're not really actually stacking it up much. Alright, so I guess that one's actually junk.
Bone by bone.
Reroll, 2 minute burn, no. Poison damage is good.
Titan's door will open.
Why is that thing staying open over there? That's fine, I guess. Disarray into bleed. We don't have a copy of that yet, so that's fine. Especially since bleed then applies poison with the other synergy, green XP.
A gift from the beyond.
We don't need any more of that though, but that one's good.
Fragment. Another inch of fate.
I think I like movements. Make sure we do not summon that if that's Lords of the Void, and it is. Poison damage. Poison damage. Without nature, so our 2 buffs in the Chaos Golem, that's pretty good.
A dark end of the Reaper. Another piece.
Area of Chaos, that's actually okay. Because we're using those to buff up the summons. Poison, instant damage. Actually, we could lock that as well, it's not bad. I have 29, I guess so. Doom to burn, no. Poison into Doom, I think that's fine.
Soon the Titan blood.
Green movements.
Even bones grow stronger.
That should be fine at this level. Poison into Doom.
The lock is breaking. I can feel
Disarray. Should be fine. My single target is really high on this build. And the Chaos Golem's tank for me.
the path approaches. So dark.
Poison into Doom. Yeah, that's the only useful one there. Poison damage. Green AoE. That's not very useful. We'll go poison damage. Cast speed or poison damage, both good. Crit chance.
Bone by bone.
Proves those 3, that's very good. Bleed into poison is good. That doesn't really do that much. Green XP, don't have that much of it still.
This one guards the blood. Let's bleed it dry. blood and away.
So 50% damage or exposed. That's direct damage, so that actually doesn't do a whole lot for me. I think I remember there being something good here, so I'm going to use some rerolls. Weakness into fragility. We don't have a source of fragility, we do have a lot of weakness. I think that's what it was.
To the king. Finally, it's time. The primordial portal awaits the blood. Void King, I'm closer than your whispers think.
Do multicast.
Almost there, I can feel his fear.
Bleed into poison. Area for basically everything. Let's see how they're doing now. So they're falling quite a bit. They're less than 5% of the hounds, so I don't think investing into that really does a lot then. Let's also reroll a bit more of that. Instant Doom. That could be kind of cool. I'll try some since we do have poison going directly into Doom. I don't think you can see a breakdown for like each status effect, right? These are some of the synergies we have. Like I think that's the poison into Doom, right? Debilitating Plague. Yeah, poison into Doom, so you can see like some of the synergies, but not the actual status effects. So Poisonous Blood is obviously good since that's directly into poison, but that's not bad.
Void fragments in half.
Sure.
That's the way. The mineral of worth. The blacksmith will crave this. His curd.
That's okay, not amazing. No.
She's losing hold.
Potency of Bloodlust.
Shift.
So the Abominations have that. No, that's probably the Poison Cloud actually, that has that huge aura. I thought they had something around them for a second. Green Disarray.
Oh, intoxicating.
Extra Putrid Hounds. Actually, Blue Movement probably is better than that. Chaos Area. Probably should have just locked it actually. Purple Voids. Nope.
Almost there, I can feel his fear.
That's okay. I don't think it's great. That's pretty good. That's fun. I guess we can do that.
The mineral of worth. The blacksmith will crave this.
Potency on that's good though. That might actually be better since that's only one skill.
Void fragments in hand.
Movement.
That's the way. One death to seal them all. I'll finish the dynasty forever.
The king has opened my eyes. Allow me to close yours forever.
Crit chance is decent. That gives movement speed, which is fun. I think I'm gonna take that.
A taste of true.
Is there a way to like skip the animations on these? The Void King one is super long. I don't think that's it. I guess probably not. Oh well, 2-minute animation coming up.
No more delays. Face me, Void King.
Summon me. Oh, another void hunter enters my sanctum. Yes, I know your kind. The corpses decorate my chamber. How many must I destroy before you understand? I am the king. Kneel. I see your powers, Hunter. The others shattered, but you can still ascend.
I'm
I
RATMAN.
plead for them. I offer you unchained power. That's what you want, isn't it? Don't you wish to become a god? Let me show you how.
Let me show you my rats. Area of nature, that's okay.
No! I am the king. I am the king.
I am RATMAN.
All things end. Even gods, even darkness. His silence belongs to me now.
You think you defeated me, Hunter? You wanted to wake up the beast. Now you will suffer. You will beg and pray for the gift of death.
You will beg and pray for the gift of rats. Oh, he definitely has a big swipe attack I didn't know about.
You have no The nightmare is endless.
I swear upon the Dawnstone, the heart of hope, the prison of despair, to guard its light against the great void, and shield it from all who would see it broken.
Through the darkness, we rise.
I take the great void's forbidden power, not in service, but in defiance. I hear its whispers clawing at my soul, yet I stand. For even the darkest night must yield to the dawn.
Through the great void, we endure.
I honor the hunters and their sacred charge, and uphold the legacy of those who came before me. Let my blood and spirit join the ranks of legend, for the Dawnstone, the light that must never fade.
Through the hunt, we thrive.
I surrender my soul to the Void Hunters, the last bastion against the Abyss, until light shatters the last shadow, until my final breath is taken.
Through the Dawnstone, we ascend.
Rise now, as one, as Void Hunters, for the Dawnstone, the light that must never fade.
More Chaos Golems.
The king crumbles.
Fragility. We do have a source of that now. Ooh, cast speed. That sounds fun.
Terrors awaken. Let them rise. Their souls will
So,
serve.
purple is keep going and blue is end the run.
The hunt begins, and death walks beside me. Approaches.
No. That's
Those
decent.
of their doom.
I think cast speed out
Another
of these.
piece. Rule the Titan blood. Bone by bone, the Titan's door will open. Another.
I just don't think that really applies to a lot. And we're damage over time based anyways.
Another edge of fate.
Potency is better than that.
The lock is breaking. I can feel it. Another piece. Soon.
Nature damage, not bad.
Treasure like this never comes without teeth.
Area of Chaos is okay. Okay. I guess we should have a ton of crit damage from movements anyways. Poison into Doom, I guess that's fine. Slow into Disarray, that's decent. Those are both decent. We'll lock one of those since I have plenty of them anyways.
The Titan's final breath. I'll take it now.
Electrified. Probably not great. Let's see what else is on here. Slow into brittle, that's extremely good. Yeah, we want that. That's flat damage from every source, and we have plenty of sources of slow now. Grab that. See what those are at. 216%, 110 and 220. Plus 38 damage for every poison stack. 10,000 base poison. 17k base poison plus the weakness. Oh, Blue Void Lord's YOLO. Poison damage. Movement speed.
I can feel it.
Ooh, poison damage. Somehow we haven't seen that yet. No. Toss some rerolls. Ooh, extra plague rats. We may as well use some of those locks that I haven't really been keeping up with.
The lock is breaking. I can feel it. Another fragment.
I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of here now. Nothing great to choose anyways. Bleed into poison's good. It's pretty good as well. We can lock that.
The Titan's final breath. I'll take it now.
Alright, they're actually getting pretty tanky now, but they still just focus the Chaos Golems. poison into Doom.
No more Titan. Just
So that doesn't really seem to do a lot. I think there's some other stuff that might be interesting here. Let's toss some rerolls. We have a copy of that, so we could try out some of that for the Doom we're doing. It seems okay.
body and the way to the king. The hunt begins, and death walks beside me. The lock is
No, bleed. That's fine.
breaking. I can feel it.
Ooh, movements.
Another piece. Soon the Titan.
Ooh, bloodlust potency.
Bone by bone.
Ooh, potency.
Soon the Titan's door will open.
Empowering, that's pretty good. Summon multicast, yep. No, these aren't great. We'll do some plague rats, I guess. Duration, not really. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything.
Even bones grow stronger. Another fragment.
Ooh, putrid hounds.
Another inch of fate.
Yeah, let's see how the different skills are doing. So putrid hounds are insane, 7.5 billion. Chaos golems are actually quite good considering they don't even have built-in poison. Just from the added upgrades over there. Plague rats are not the highest damage, but they do stack up the weakness a lot, which also does one other damage modifier with the synergy we have from one of the titans as well. So at least they're good utility.
The gods answered. The path approaches. So does their doom.
We have that. Ooh, poison.
Oh, intoxicating. Another piece. Soon the Titan blood. The lock is breaking. I can feel it.
Ooh, potency.
Another fragment.
Ooh, potency. Ooh, caster.
Another inch of fate. This one guards the blood. Let's bleed it dry.
Don't mind me, just collecting body parts. You just play with the golems over there. I'll just make lots of new guys. No. Multicast.
Perfect timing. No more Titan, just blood and...
No. I wonder if there's something better since losing movement speed's kind of bad. Critical against nearby, shatter. We do have a copy of that. Might still be pretty good though.
Way to the king.
Can I do anything with that? It doesn't seem like it.
The darkness welcomes me. It always does. The lock is break. I can feel it.
One skill. Ooh, that's good though.
Bone by bone, the Titan's door.
Bloodless potency. It's probably fine.
Roaches.
More rats.
Does their doom even cap?
Bleed into poison.
Let's leave something behind.
Multicast.
Soon the Titan blood. Another fragment. Another inch.
Probably just grab some armor
Faith.
things.
I'm still here.
Area of lasting. Yeah, it's okay.
Bone by bone, the Titan's door will open.
No. No. Poison frequency, that's very good.
A dark hit. We back. The lock is breaking. I can feel it.
No, that's fine, I think. That's good. Instant poison damage. Cast speeds.
Precisely what I needed. Another piece.
I think that's fine.
The Titan blood. The Titan's final breath. I'll take it now.
He has 45 trillion HP, it looks like. lasting. I think I'm gonna take the damage. Can I see what that buff is at? No, it just shows the 5% for each. I guess I probably have 2 out. Extra Putrid Hounds, that's pretty good as well, may as well.
And the way to the king. Treasure like this never comes without teeth. A gift from beyond.
Oh, you can actually get double Broodmother in a row if you get a treasure goblin portal thing. Or I guess just a treasure portal, no goblins there.
Another fragment, another inch of fate.
Didn't even see that.
The lock is breaking. I can feel it. Peace. Soon the Titan blood.
Yeah, it's getting so hard to pick up the body parts with how fast I am. Need some pickup radius for that.
Treasure like this never comes without teeth.
Oops. I got bitten by a spider. So the Putrid Hounds were insane. 367 trillion damage. Then we had lots of poison debuffers for them. Poison and weakness, disarray and taunting. 266 multicast, 157 movement, and 314 cast frequency. don't have the other skill breakdowns here, do you? Oh, here you go. So Debilitating Plague was decent, Poisonous Blood was decent. Rest of them were mainly for like debuff synergies to apply a bunch of different stuff. So synergetic, lots of damage over time, 50% movement added to critical damage, 20% for a bunch of different damage over time stuff, extra weapon skill, lots of rerolls and locks, lots of rerolls. Could have used those a bit better, but I usually do the legendary rune, and that's where all my locks go into. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.